Hey kids! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Pooja. I'm a watercolor artist based out of North America and I'm so excited to bring this 5-day project series just for you kids. I hope you all are staying safe at home and keeping busy with lots of art and craft projects. In today's watercolor project, we are going to paint a cute postcard with a watermelon slice and a witty and adorable quote to go with it. You can gift this postcard to your family member or your best friend, or simply hang it in your room. Are you excited to paint with me? Because I surely am. So, let's get started. So, before we start painting, let's look at the art supplies that we are going to need today for this project. We are going to need a pencil for sketching and an eraser, a measuring scale, watercolor paper, or a thick card sheet. It's completely okay if you don't have a watercolor paper, but make sure that the paper you use is thick enough so your paper does not buckle up when you put water on it. So make sure you're using a thick white paper. You will need watercolors of any brand that you have at home, a watercolor brush, a black sketch pen, 2 cups of clean water. In 1 cup, we are going to rinse our red color and the other cup to rinse the green color. Tissue paper to dab your brush, and that's about it. So we are going to keep our paper vertical. The size of my paper is 6 inches by 9 inches. And we are going to paint a vertical watermelon slice on this paper. So I'm going to draw a triangular shape with a rounded base, and that's going to be our sketch. So let's start by marking an approximate center of the page. So that's my center, and I'm going to start drawing a triangle. So start by drawing the sides of the triangle. Pull them down from both the sides and then just join the two ends with a round base, like so. I'm just going to darken the pencil sketch so you can see it. Now, if you think that your pencil sketch is too dark, with the help of an eraser, just slightly erase the lines just so that you can see them while painting. We are trying to erase the lines so once you finish your painting, the lines are not seen through the color. Okay, so after that, we are going to dip our brush in the clean water, rinse it nicely, take off any existing color on your brush, and then load your brush with water, lots of water, and then glide it over the watermelon slice from top to bottom. Make sure that the surface of your watermelon is glistening. You will instantly notice that it gives off a sheen on the surface of the paper once you start gliding water over it. So take your time and paint your watermelon slice with just clean water. Make sure that you cover all the areas with a thin layer. Okay, while you're doing this, I would like to share some quick fun facts about watermelons. Watermelon is the only food to be classified as both a fruit and a vegetable. There are more than 1200 different varieties of watermelons. Watermelon is a relative of pumpkins and cucumber. And the last one, Watermelons are made up of 92% water and hence they make the best fruits for summer. Once you finish applying the layer of water, we are going to start coloring before the water layer dries up. So I'm going to load my brush with a nice bright red color and put this color on the tip of the watermelon slice, and you will notice that the moment you put color on this wet surface, the color will start bleeding onto the paper. You will instantly see that the dots of the color starts to spread in all different directions wherever the paper is wet. Once you apply little color, dip your brush in water and start spreading the red color all around the slice. Make sure you leave some space on the bottom where you can paint the green part of the watermelon. So make sure you don't go all the way down and just stop above this layer where we are going to place the green color later on. Adding some more red color. If you have two shades of red color, now is the time to use the darker color and put some random brush marks all over the watermelon slice. So when this dries up, it's going to add a beautiful texture. So I'm just randomly placing my brush everywhere and the color is automatically spreading on its own. Be really soft and gentle on your brush. Don't press your brush too hard. And once you have red color on the slice, wash your brush and with a clean brush, just try to cover all the white spaces on the watermelon. After that, I'm going to load some green color on my brush and then reverse my paper. I'm going to make it upside down and then just draw a green border at the bottom of the slice. I'm just going to do it one more time because I want the green color to look dark. So start with a nice fresh green color, and then if you want, you can darken this again by using a deep green color. Now I'm loading my brush with dark green and just adding small hints of it on top of the light green color. Now I'm cleaning my brush and I'm simply merging the green color with the red part. We are going to let this layer dry completely. You'll have to wait for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so my watermelon is now completely dry. So we are going to go ahead and write the message below it. So with the help of a scale, I'm going to draw two lines, one below the other. Keep some space between the two lines. Make sure your lines are very light because we want to erase them after we finish writing the quote. And the quote that we are going to write is, "You are one in a melon." So instead of writing "you're one in a million," we are going to replace the word million by melon. So let's try to write it. I am going to write all the words in uppercase or capital letters. Take your own sweet time when you're writing this. I'm first going to write with a pencil and then use a pen after I feel that the letters are looking okay. So that's how I wrote it. And now I'm going to use a black pen to write on top of the pencil work that we just did earlier. You can use a black sketch pen, a black fine liner, a black Sharpie, just anything that you have handy. So if you're not comfortable writing in uppercase, you can always write it in your normal lowercase handwriting. So don't worry about the text and the way to write it. Just do it nice and slowly. Don't rush into it. And don't be in a hurry to erase the pencil line, because sometimes the pen ink does take a few seconds to dry up. So make sure that your ink has completely dried before you go and erase the pencil lines. Now using the same pen, I'm going to draw the watermelon seeds. I'm going to draw small teardrops that are placed at some distance from each other. So I'm just going to add a couple of them all over the slice of the watermelon. Don't add too many because it's just going to look a little overwhelming. So make sure that your seeds are tiny and spaced out from each other. And that's it. And now I'm going to go ahead and erase the pencil lines. Now I'm just making some line marks around the coat to make it look prominent. Okay, now this is my favorite part. We are going to do some red splatter around the watermelon slice, and for that you have to take lots of red color on your brush, on your wet brush, and then place either a cardboard or a newspaper sheet underneath so you don't spoil your desk. And then using another pen or pencil, just tap this brush on top of your watercolor paper and just make some red splatter around your watermelon slice. And that's it. I really like this effect and I think it looks so cool. Alright, I think our first watercolor watermelon postcard is now ready. Thank you so much for joining me today in this painting session, and I hope you had fun because I had lots of fun painting with you. If you're excited about the next project, do tune in again and I can't wait to paint with you.